DJ Fargis.
DJ Fargis.
Are you ready?
Yeah!
Back by popular demand.
Everybody listening all over the world.
Hello and welcome back to another weird dream of DJ Fargis's. Hello and welcome everyone. Good to have you back. Hope you've enjoyed my dream series so far. If you haven't seen or heard the earlier ones that I recorded a few years back, why not go back and have a listen to them too? If you haven't listened to any of my new ones either, why not go and listen to them also? So yeah, this is another weird dream. Sit down, open a packet of popcorn, turn the light down, and listen to me. Apparently, I live in a very big house in this dream. It seems like I've kind of moved back there. That's how the feeling that I get. Like moved back in with relatives or something. I haven't lived back there long. It's like I almost forgot everything when I used to live there, like the history of the house and my family. Weird that. Yeah, apparently I forgot all the history of stuff. And then I find out a bit about history, and I'll tell you that in a bit, what I found out, because I carry on living my life within this house, and I kind of put that bit of knowledge to the back of my mind, not really thinking about it or processed it when I was told it properly, maybe. But I know that, I don't know, I think I was playing hide and seek, even at my age. Playing hide and seek with a relative, I think it might have been like a brother or something. And I decided to go into the attic. Now, it was like a really big house with an extension. So part of the attic was the same height as a landing. There was just a door from a landing, and go in it, and you're in the attic. So it's like two parts of the house. So I'm in part of the attic of the house. There's loads of boxes and clothes, and generally stuff that you would normally find in attics. You could like walk in a straight line, like a corridor, through all the boxes. And I thought, oh my god, I've not been up here in years. I've forgotten what it's like, kind of thing that I was thinking. So anyway, I'm going down this corridor between the boxes, the corridor that the boxes have made, and I get to, I think, which is probably like the end, and the end part was a little bit more open, so you could like walk out of that corridor that had been made. There's like a gap kind of thing. And I thought, oh yes, this would be a really good place to hide. So I kind of hid in that little bit there. But then I noticed that behind the boxes, there's another corridor. So it was like basically a big room, the attic room, and there were like boxes all down the middle. So you just walk forever past the boxes, get to the end, there's a gap, and you turn around, and then you can walk back the other way again. And I thought, oh god, I never even realised all this was here. So instead of continuously hiding, I thought I would take a walk around the other side of the boxes. So I did that. Again, on the other side of it was like, again, more boxes on both sides, clothes, again, the normal sort of stuff. And then I noticed that the attic was more open on this side. And I don't remember ever seeing it like this. In fact, so open that it had some stairs going up, and there was like an open balcony that looked down into the rest where I was standing. I thought, I've lived in this house on and off all these years, and I didn't even know that balcony was up there. I thought, oh, I'm going to be nosy. So I go up the stairs, go onto the balcony, look down onto the rest of the attic. Thinking, wow, I never even knew this was here. This is brilliant. But then I noticed that the balcony continues across the top of the attic way, but then there was like an opening and like another room at the end. So I thought, wow. So I walk along there, I go into the other room, and then these people kind of jumped because I walked in there. And when I say people, it was like a very big extended family up there. There were like grandparents, so it was like two elderly sort of people. Then there were middle-aged I think there was like 2 sets of middle-aged people, like they were married, offspring, and like 2 separate families there. So then it was like on one side that they had a few kids, and obviously on the other side they had a few kids, but all the kids were kind of grown up as well. They were sort of my age, whatever my age is in the dream, maybe a bit older. And I'm like, oh, what the f*** who are you, kind of thing. And they're like, oh, hello, we don't often get visitors. And then suddenly the history hits me between the eyes. I kind of remember what the history of the house was. I kind of know who these are. I'm like, oh, you're the family that live in the attic. yeah, that's us. Hello. But they were really, really welcoming. The history of the house is, apparently my family, decades before, owned this house. It's been in the family for years. For some reason, at one point, my family left the house. It was still owned by them. They still owned it, but they left it. They left all the ground. Well, while my family were away, this other family kind of moved in. Basically, just lived there rent-free, and because as far as they knew, that the place was abandoned. But they worked hard. They worked really, really hard on the land. They made the land look really good. The land worked for them. So when our family returned, who are you, kind of thing, and it's like conversation of one or another, there was an agreement that obviously my family want to move back into the house and live there, but they didn't feel right chucking this other family out. So the agreement was they were kind of banished to the attic room, that they could live their lives out in this attic room. And it was like, at that point, the history that I was told hit me between the eyes. Oh, you're the family that live in the attic. No worries, so they seemed really, really nice people. I kind of sat down with them and talked to them. Although they still looked extremely clean and tidy, and their clothes were clean and tidy, they then processed to me that they've got no running water up there. There's a sink, but there's no pipe into it. And I'm like, oh, that's a bit odd. Why the hell have we not put piping up here so you can have water? And like, well, they said, it's always been this way for decades, years, we've survived without water. So then one of them said, do you go shopping? And I'm like, because I think I must have been young in my dream. I'm like, no, I don't do shopping. I'm like, oh, that's a shame, because, we could do with somebody that know we're here to do our shopping for us. And I'm thinking, how the hell are they surviving up here? They've got no running water, so how are they drinking, toiletrying, washing, cooking? I was like very, very confused. And then one of the kids sort of shouted out, oh, something is happening. I'm like, yay! And they all ran to the window and they all climb out the window. What? They're climbing out the freaking window! Because obviously there was like windows and everything in this attic room. And it was really quite pleasant. Although there were still bits and bobs, I think, of our stuff up there, they've made it quite pleasant. It was like a big room, got like a living room area and stuff. But I don't know where they slept. I mean, I don't know if there was any more other rooms off of that. I didn't really, take it in. I just knew, I just walked into this area that was a room with people in. Then I kind of follow all of them to the window and they're like, oh, come with us, come and have a look. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. So I kind of step out the window and it's onto like a slanted roof that is not very deep. So they kind of slide down it. It's like not steep and it's not very big, so you can slide down it quite easily and you can climb up it quite. And then there's like rail area that where they used to stand on, and there was like a ladder from that rail down to ground. So I thought, oh, this is how they must get in and out. I'm like, well, the years I've lived there, I've never ever seen anybody climb up here. I've never seen this rail and ladder before. So it's like I've never seen this part of the roof, and I've never seen people climb down. So anyway, they've climbed down onto like the street. And the weird part of it was, when we got down to street level, they seemed to be tiny, half the normal size of a human being. So like there was my age seemed to be smaller than me. People that were old, slightly older than me, were my height, maybe a little bit lower than me. Even I think one of the adults came down with us. and they were smaller than me as well. It was like really, really weird, but it was only when we was on the outside that I really noticed that they were a different size too. And yeah, we saw this, like, I don't know, something parade or something going by, and you know, they were loving it. And basically, that's where I think that part of the dream ended. But yeah, weird. Yeah, very weird. The family that lived in the attic. But yeah, as I say, when I was sort of up there thinking, because I mean, I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but thinking while you're in a dream, I was thinking in the dream, like, how are they surviving without water up here? And I'm like, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to make sure that, you know, we get a plumber in, plumb them some water in. Not just the fact that what the frick are they doing in my house? They shouldn't be here now. They should get out. But no, they still live there. Yeah, so that's another weird dream for this time. Catch you in the next one. Take care. Weird.
Drive home safely. I am DJ Fargis, and I'm out of here.